Hello, my name's Dave Castles. I'm the Group Marketing Manager for Waikato Milking Systems. I'm down in Southland at the moment talking to a group of farmers about why they install Centrus Rotary platforms. This year we'll build 17 of these platforms. 8 of them will be down in this region. We thought it appropriate to come and have a look and have a chat to these farmers and just see why they're doing what they're doing. Okay, I'm standing here with Paul Turner alongside his 54 bale Centrus Rotary platform, and a few questions we have for Paul. One of them is, what made you buy a Centrus platform?
Well, I was just impressed with the concept of the platform, the strength of the platform, with the Kevlar and the fiberglass, how much stronger that was, and the reduction in weight was a big factor for me. Just seemed common sense to me to be getting all the wear and tear out of the bearings and rollers and undercarriage of the whole platform. And I'm not a clever man, but it seemed to be getting 22 tonnes of weight out of the system was going to be a hell of a lot better for the longevity of everything underneath. So that was a big part of the factor. And then what really cemented it, I suppose, was was seeing it in practice, seeing cows on a platform, on the composite platform, standing on the rubber matting, and just how comfortable the cows stood on there. And we saw a shed where they were breaking in heifers, and they were just standing there perfectly on the platform, just so content. So that really sealed it for us. And basically, our farming operation here, we've got about 857 hectares, and we made the decision about 10 months ago that we would convert part of our flat area to dairying. We'd been running about a 10,000 stock unit sheep and beef property, and so we've converted about 220 hectares effective to a dairy platform. And our intention is, once we're up and running at full steam, we'll milk about 650 cows on that through our nice new 54 bale shed.
Okay, we're here with Stephen Smith at Scott's Gap in Invercargill. He's bought a Centrus Rotary platform, and we're keen to learn more about why he did that.
This is a first year conversion. It's 245 hectares. We built this brand new shed here. It's been our runoff for 5 years. Yeah, just freezing cows, 700 cows we'll put through this shed.
700 cows?
Yeah. That's what we're going to winter.
Yeah.
And
you've been milking on this platform to date?
Yeah, we've had just on 8 weeks of milking. We're milking 230 cows. Yep. We wanted to bring the cows in, chase the spiders out of the plant, start the season. So, and as it turned out, we turned the plant on. There wasn't a milk leak, air leak, water leak, nothing. It just turned on and went. It was absolutely magic. There was nothing wrong with it.
Now, you've got one of the new Centrus platforms. What made you buy that over the concrete one?
The boys from Waikato Progressive took me up to Hamilton, and we looked at the two that are up there. The weight thing was a big plus to us. Just the quietness of it, the look, the rubber matting. We broke in 230 cows out of 3 rotaries that went the opposite way and a herringbone. They all come together on the same day, and there was 6 of us the first milking to push them on, then there was 5, then there was 4, and after 6 milkings I was milking it here by myself.
Is that right?
The cows they just love it. They just walk on, they're quiet, they don't kick, they don't shit. We haven't scrubbed the walls in 8 weeks. Comparing to our concrete platform around the other farm, this is like the World Cup. That's, Super Rugby around there. It's a great shed, but this is World Cup stuff. It's as good as it gets.
It uses a 9-layer laminating process, combining Kevlar with resin to make a deck that's 80% lighter than a concrete deck and 5 times as strong.
Well, we've been sheep farmers here for about 20 something years. It was a pretty rough farm we started, and it's got a bit better over the years, but we sort of wanted to move on to something different, so we converted to dairying, and we're well through the project now.
Yeah. How many cows are you going to put through this one?
We'll start with 530 the first year, we'll winter on, and then we'll end up probably about 700 in the third year.
Okay, that's a fair way. It looks like there's still a bit of work to do though around the place.
Yeah, there is, yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
been a wet summer, but everything's coming along pretty good now.
Yeah,
So,
good,
yeah.
good. This shed is, as I said before, is still being built. It's got a wee way to go yet, but it will carve into the new season, I
Yep,
presume.
yeah.
We're ready for that.
Yeah.
And what inspired you to buy a Centrus platform?
Well, we didn't know anything about dairying when we started, and we looked around at a few sheds and everything, and basically, well, you're moving ahead with the times, and it's 20-tonne lighter, you get the same running gear underneath, but it's also modular, so if something goes wrong, it can be unbolted and changed. And because it's got a guarantee, if something goes wrong, they'll fix it. It's pretty common sense not to do it, in my mind.
This year we have 17 of these things sold.
Yeah.
8 of them are actually coming down to Southland, and this is one of the reasons I came down to have a look at them,
Yeah.
because there's quite a concentration of them down
Yeah.
here this year, and we're quite excited about that.
Yeah, but it is a way of future-proofing your investment. Yeah.
Yes, it is. You can add components to it as you go down
Yeah.
the track. I see here that you're putting this one in with limited gear
Yep.
for the time being, but it's all kitted already with all the bracketing and everything to
Yeah.
add components
Everything
to
to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's sort of our plan, and within sort
Yeah.
of 3 years we'll keep adding to it every year.
Yes. It's the philosophy of the company to build a system that is totally integrated, so that if a farmer wants to buy a certain part of it now, he can, but the machine is already set up to add components onto it with no additional welding or bracketing required. The system and platform are a totally integrated package, and one that we're very proud of. Made it possible only because we now have control over the platform manufacture. Now I'm talking with Peter Allen, who's just purchased a new Centrus Rotary platform, and we're here to ask Peter why he did this and to learn a little bit about the farm as we go down the track. So Peter, tell us a little bit about the farm, how it came to be, and how the transition into dairying is taking place.
Well, this is a family farm. It's been in the family. I'll be the fourth generation on the place. It's always been a sheep and beef property, but I finally convinced the old man that dairying was the way to go.
Yeah.
We're planning on milking about 450 cows this season. We'll probably push it up to 500.
And tell me, what made you buy a Centrus platform?
Just the new technology, I suppose. I've never liked the concrete on the rollers. Too much weight on that. There's too many stories of problems, things breaking down. Take all that weight off it, and you're solving a lot of issues. And it's a good looking platform. I'm guessing it's going to be a lot easier to keep clean. Mould growth and that sort of thing won't be an issue.
I'm standing alongside Peter's platform, and as you can see, on the deck we have Smart Spray, we have Waikato 320 claws due to cluster washers. So when the Smart ECR triggers, the Smart Spray system will automatically spray the cow with teat spray.
Yeah, I've put it in to make the shed a true one-man operation. With the cup removers, you need something there that's going to teat spray the cows for you too. There's a lot of products out there, but I don't think there's anything that works quite like this does. The biggest benefit of it is getting that teat spray on as soon as the cluster comes off, which is the most crucial time, they say, within the first 30 seconds for reducing that mastitis risk. They're well designed too, with 2 nozzles, really good coverage, and from what I understand, minimal uses of teat spray as well, which isn't cheap.
This is the latest and most innovative deck in the industry now for the past 20 years.